Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with another fragrance review. In my previous review, I finished the Amouage library collection, and I enjoyed that so much that I went ahead and went to bloomingdales.com and picked up for 35 bucks the Discovery Collection for Man. Not for men, but for man. And it has 7 fragrances in it, and right here, I have the other 2, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And it also comes with a description of each one, so I will continue reading them as I review them as well, which I particularly enjoy, and we'll see if it matches the description or not. In this episode, I am taking a look at Reflection Man. So it seems weird not to talk about opus anymore, right? So there is Reflection Man. This is... I guess you might want to say almost divisive in the fragrance community because this one, I often say Amouages are very, very original, but you guys might know what this one is often compared to. This came out, this is a 2007 release, and it's a woody floral, and it's often compared to, even sometimes considered a clone to, the 1995 smash hit, Le Male. I don't know if you like Le Male. I personally do. I don't love it, but I really like it. I mean, I know for me it's a little bit dated. I don't know if I'd call it a classic. Well, I guess it stands the test of time, but I just mean, when I think of Le Male, I think of really, really 90s fragrances. I don't know that I want to revisit it. I liked it. I think it had a tremendous run, and it really is a fantastic fragrance. But it was a one and done for me. Now, so one problem that this is going to have is that it is 12 years after Le Male came out is this release. Now, they are not the same, and I definitely don't think it's a Le Male clone. That said, I see why people compare these two. And this is different than, this is not a typical Amouage release. This is kind of like that one safe release by Amouage, which you either like that about it or you don't. So the Amouage house, as you know, is known for its creativity and putting out original fragrances. This one is definitely the one release of the house that is quote unquote safe. It's a blind buy safe. It's inoffensive, etc., etc. It's not the typical niche release. Here's what I think is happening with this one. The two big notes that jump out for me are jasmine and also neroli. And I think what's happened, which I like, neroli and ylang ylang, which is coming up in a minute, I love those 2 notes. So I certainly enjoyed the fragrance, but the jasmine and the neroli combined, for me, to almost like it's almost a vanilla scent. Okay, so this is listed as a woody floral, and that really surprised me because I see this more as a white floral fragrance. I see this more of a very soft floral vanilla fragrance. It lists that it has vetiver and cedar in it, and I don't pick that up at all. In fact, let me read the description, and we'll go from there. Reflection Man is a woody floral musk fragrance created by Lucas Siuzak, a renowned young perfumer for his sophisticated fusions and engaging dualities. Sounds exciting. Red pepper berries, rosemary, and bitter orange leaves provide wonderfully warm and fragrant top notes with floral and powdery notes of orris, jasmine, and neroli in the heart. See, I definitely get the heart of this, and for me it's definitely jasmine and neroli that combined almost into that vanilla type scent. As with Reflection Woman, the spicy freshness of this fragrance is balanced by warm, rounded notes of cedarwood, sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver in the base. So I really don't pick up too many of the base notes here. I get some sandalwood and I get some patchouli, but I probably more sandalwood than anything. It doesn't mention ylang ylang actually, but I know from Fragrantica, I looked, and Ylang Ylang is mentioned. I definitely pick up Ylang Ylang in this fragrance, without the shadow of a doubt. And I do not pick up cedar or vetiver in this fragrance. So those are the big four for me are jasmine, neroli, sandalwood, Ylang Ylang. I'm not getting any cedar, and what was the other one? I'm not getting any vetiver. Yep. Nope. Not much. This is more of a white floral for me. This another reason why it's close to a 90s Le Male, specifically Le Male, but even a 90s sense. When I think of 90s, I think of dryer sheets. You know, I think of those fragrances that kind of smell like luxurious or even not so luxurious dryer sheets. The ultra clean kind of smell and even sweet. I don't find this scent too sweet, by the way. Some people have noticed way too sweet for them. I don't see it as a sweet scent. I see this almost like a luxurious dryer sheet. I'm going to get myself in trouble on that one, but I do. And so then the question, of course, becomes, do you want to smell like that at $300 a bottle? And so I think that's the real problem here. I like this scent, I really do. But this is the first when a niche company makes a safe, inoffensive release. The problem that it has is that it falls victim to being considered a clone to a designer fragrance. So then you might ask yourself, why don't you just buy Le Male at possibly 1/10 of the, or 1/5 to 1/10 of the cost. And then I even have another one here. I'm not saying it smells like it, but if you are interested in white floral and musk, actually here is, you want to talk cheapies. This is from the Body Shop, and this was gifted to me, and I looked it up. You can get this for less than $20 for a bottle, and it doesn't smell exactly. It's not a clone or anything, but I just mean if you're looking for something that is white, floral, and musk, then I would go with this one actually, White Musk Sport. The only thing about this one, this is an ultra cheapie. This is more for like a vacation, and the only thing about this one though is it does last about 2 hours. You're going to get 2 to 3 hours on this one. So this one, I usually save this for, if I'm heading to the beach. It's kind of a vacation scent for me. It doesn't last very long. But if you're interested in trying a masculine white floral musk, then I would definitely consider White Musk Sport by the Body Shop. Probably didn't expect that recommendation. So let's get back to this one and Reflection Man. So because it is safe, it is highly versatile, and the occasion could be anything. I mean, I don't see anyone disliking this. Excuse me. And so really, day, night, formal, informal. I don't know that it would be so much for the seasons. I don't know if it'd be so much of a summer scent. I see this more of a fall and spring. I don't see this as a winter, summer. And I see this as a like. I can see how a lot of people would like this one. I've worn it, and this is not a first impressions for me, by the way. You guys know that I usually wear it for a day or two before I review anyway, but this one I even had last year or 2 years ago. I had another sample of Reflection Man, and so I've worn this for a few times now, and I've never gotten a compliment on it. It lasts. So let's look at projection and longevity then. In terms of projection, it's about an arm's length. It's not beast mode. And then longevity is good. It's about 8. So it'll give you an 8-hour shift. I personally would see this more as an office scent. I wouldn't see this as more of a nighttime scent, though there's nothing to stop you from doing that. But I see it more of an 8-hour shift kind of scent. If you're in close quarters, if you're in a small office, you don't have to worry about clearing the room out. Definitely an advantage for this. The risk, though, to end the notes and the occasion and everything, longevity, projection, the risk, of course, is this is a safe fragrance. You will either like it because of that, or you will not, because, of course, this is a niche company. So, all right, there you have it, guys. That is Reflection Man. And I am going to give this. I struggled with this on a review when it comes to the actual rating. I, on the one hand, I appreciate very much the actual scent itself. Okay, I really do like the scent. It's well done. But the problem that I have though is that this a niche company, as I've said, right? It's just a little too safe, and so I feel like on a scent I would give it a 4, and on the fact that they're kind of playing it safe, they're a little generic, and I would consider that part of it a 2. So I'm going to split the difference and give this a 3. This is 3 sprays out of 5, and here we go with Reflection Man. I'm going to go 1 on each side of the neck. Now I'll tell you what, because it's 3, I'll go 1 on each wrist, and then I'll go 1 in the center of the neck. How's that? Here we go. Ready? Boom. And here we go. And 1 more. There we are. All right, 3 out of 5 sprays for Reflection Man. And the count, if you notice me fidgeting with this, the cap, unfortunately, has broken, it seems like, during the review. So who knew that cologne reviews were a contact sport? Okay, there you guys have it. Reflection Man by Amouage. 3 out of 5 sprays for this one. As you know, 3 is kind of the it depends area. If it's 1 or 2 sprays, it's a one and done. 4 and 5 means I'd get them. 3 means I may or may not add this one. I would add this to my collection if it were gifted to me, or if I found it ultra cheap. Okay, if I found this through a discounter at a vastly cheaper price than I would if I got this as a gift, I also wouldn't trade it. I certainly like it, but it does struggle to find its identity at times, and so it would be lower in the order of priorities for Amouages for me. All right, so thank you so much for everything, all your comments, all your feedback. We have another subscriber since the last episode, so that only means one thing, which means I get to say, welcome to the Cologne crew. Welcome aboard. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell up there, so as soon as I upload an episode, you are immediately notified. Happy Friday. If you're viewing this and it's not a Friday, remember, it's always Friday here at That Cologne Guy. All right, guys. Take care, and always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. It's time for a closer look. So for the closer look, sometimes I look at notes in detail, and we just take a little bit of extra time to go into something. Oftentimes it's notes. But this time I'm actually going to give kind of a closer look at the channel. So as you know, and you'll see in the description, of course, I am running, for this episode, I am running my first giveaway. And in this episode, my giveaway is the Blue Beast. I am doing Interlude Man. This one is the blue bottle, affectionately known in the community as the Blue Beast. We all love it because it lasts, and oh, by the way, keeps on lasting. Oh yes, indeed. If you are looking for 4 or 5 sprays on your clothes and skin, get ready for about 24 hours. This is fantastic juice. I've already reviewed it previously, but and that's why I want to give this to you. So you might ask, what do I need to do for the giveaway? So I have a few things I want you to do. Number 1, don't forget to, of course, you need to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. And in your comment, I'd like you to do 4 things for me. Number 1, say one thing that you appreciate about the channel, especially those of you who have watched multiple episodes. I'd like to know what it is that you like that's working for you in this channel. How do I separate myself from the other reviewers, because there are so many out there? I'd like to know that. Number 2, what would you like to see more of on my channel? Number 3, what would you like to see less of? Is there something that you feel like maybe it's kind of had its time, maybe it's too repetitive? I'd like to know if there's something I can do differently to better the channel. I know when I first started, I had issues with lighting, volume, and a couple of other things in speech. And so now that I'm well over 40 episodes, I've tried to weed some of that out, and I greatly appreciate all of your feedback because I have made changes based on them. So thank you so much. So the third one would be, yeah, what would you like to see, maybe less of, or have me just phase out? The fourth one would be, I'd like to see, I'm curious to know, right now I call the group of that Cologne guy subscribers the Cologne crew, but I also like Spray Squad, and because my reviews ratings are by 5 sprays max, I'm curious, what do you like better, Cologne crew or Spray Squad? It's a big deal. Okay, so we at that Cologne guy might actually take a vote on that and see what happens. Democracy could win on this, so I'm curious to know what you think. So there are 4 things. Number 1, what do you like and appreciate about the channel? Number 2, what would you like to see more of? Number 3, what would you like to see less of? Have me get rid of what's not working for you? And then 4 would be to say if you like Cologne crew, or if you would like Spray Squad. Okay? So there you have it. That's a closer look into this channel. I will, and by the way, let me just say, the giveaway can only be open to Continental U.S. So I'm sorry for some of you. I know some of you are not in the Continental U.S. and always comment, so I do apologize for that, but I don't think we can do international on this. So I will leave this to Continental U.S. I will get that out soon. Why don't we just say within a week? Before the next episode comes out, feel free to leave your comments in this episode. We will choose one comment at random and notify that person, and that person will be sent the Blue Beast, Interlude Man, and there you go. It's the holiday season. It's also well below 0 in November, so I'm not really liking that very much at all, but it is the holiday season, so we need to start this off with a giveaway. It's time. So take care, everybody. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.